There we go.
This.
Homer.
What?
The Sooners, yeah.
The Sooners. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, boys. I skated.
What's your name?
Come on now. Yeah, I did. Done.
That's me.
That's you?
Yeah.
Well, I know who you are, but go ahead.
I'm the quarterback.
What?
Yeah.
What? Yeah.
Excuse me. You're the quarterback, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, don't look so surprised. It's my job to know the roster. I'm Taylor Bennett. I'm working the sidelines tonight.
Okay, cool. Nice to meet you.
Hey,
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
No.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just gonna record them.
Please don't
Okay.
ask me questions.
So we all know your situation tonight, but we really don't know much about you as a quarterback.
I'm a strong
How
arm.
would you describe your
I
style
can
of play?
boot that ball. Yeet, scramble.
Oh. Well, man. Hey, what's up, man? I like to keep the defense guessing. If there's a lane, I'll find it and go.
Okay. Now, how about your personality? Or better yet, how would your teammates describe you?
How my teammates describe me.
Yeah, were you intense, you were cutthroat, a great leader, a jokester? Give me something.
You know, back in high school, guys did kind of find me pretty intense.
Intense, okay.
Yo, Taylor.
I just
Hey,
chill
can
around.
I borrow him for a second?
Oh, yeah.
Cool. Wait, hold up. You're a Heisman voter, right? Hey, I'm coming for that award next year. Look out for me.
Oh, I will.
Okay.
Oh,
Listen, you ready, right?
Yeah, man.
oh shit.
Yeah. Because winning the national championship means everything to me. All right, I made a promise to my brother.
Bro.
And since I can't throw the ball to myself, we need to...
Oh shit.
Gotcha.
Well. QB1, baby. Baby. Let's do that QB1, bro. Let's hit that QB1, bro. Let's hit that QB1, though. Whoa, I see my train.
Let's go now. Set, go!
I swear to God, I'm so retarded.
Set, hut.
Ah, shit. Come on now, let me.
Set, ready. Ready, go.
There we
Let's
go.
go. Ready, go.
Die.
Set, hut. 15 line, set, hut.
Oh shit, I threw a bullet by
Here we go. Set, go.
There we go. What do you do, baby?
Ready. Ready. On the double.
That's gay.
Down. 30 pace. Let's go. Ready. Go. Ready. Hot. Here we go. Set, go.
I'm not in
Come on,
But
set.
I need to
Hut.
GI Entertainment. You did?
Easiest pitch and catch.
Do
You do that
I
tonight,
do,
and
son.
move on.
Fuck. coach is what I gotta say. That I'm big, slime, auto fucking like. No gangs. F a gang. Never be in a gang. Gangs are bad. They will kill you, and they will snitch on you.
All right, I just talked to Coach. He insists on going with a simplified game plan for you tonight.
What do you think?
Well, his thinking is we keep it simple, you don't get overwhelmed, and then we rely on the defense to do their part.
Wait, hold on. Is this a joke?
All right, look, Coach just wants to put him in the best position to succeed.
No, this ain't high school ball, man. All right, this is the semifinals. If we go out there and simplify, they're gonna destroy us. Come on, this is crazy, right? Right?
Agreed. Coach needs to wake up. I'm ready for this.
Forget about him, man.
I'm gonna stick to my part and
Listen,
fucking fight it.
I don't care how much you played, you're a leader on this team. Leaders, sometimes they have to do what's right, even if they don't like it.
Ha! Fuck you,
Got it,
man.
Coach.
Sleep.
I got you.
Yeah?
Send me that would be funny. If I don't move for a minute, it might be because
the 2018 college football season has been a wild one, and we are now down to 4 as EA Sports is proud to welcome you to AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Tonight it's the first of our college football playoff semifinal matchups, as we'll see the Texas Tech Red Raiders taking on the Oklahoma Sooners.
God, Patrick.
What's
they
up,
did
bro?
my man dirty.
Good luck
they
tonight.
did my man dirty, but it looks like this is a whole
Hey,
bunch
man,
of
don't listen to the
my
critics.
nigga shit, man.
You got all the
Yeah.
talent in the world. Just go out there and
Fuck
put
them
on a
nigga,
show.
my nigga, fuck them nigga.
Thanks.
I had to
Means a
smoke
lot.
them niggas at the
Alright,
no
man.
motherfucking
Hit me
time.
up when you get to the league.
Yeah.
For the right to play for a national championship next Monday night in Santa Clara, we are underway from Arlington in the national playoff semifinal. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here's 1st and 10 for the Sooners. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And incomplete to open things up. Oklahoma, such a proud football tradition, seeking their 8th national title. They were winners 3 times way back in the 50s, back-to-back champs in the 70s, and then added titles in 85 and in the year 2000, but they haven't won it since. Sliding out of the pocket, dancing away at the 30. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Gets past one man, steps away. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got something about your rush range. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
A huge play there on the screen pass. 41 yards. Well, that student section wasn't alive. They are alive and well now. That chunk play woke them up. It is starting. And this will be a touchdown. It's their quarterback taking it in from 2 yards out. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. He doesn't need a lot of space for an electric run. He showed that there. Heck, they told us this week they were hoping he would break a big one. He just did.
And what did his offensive... I mean, remember we talked with the offensive line? And one of the guys, one of the stalwarts said, I don't even have to make a great block for him. If I just breathe bad breath on the guy in front of me, often that opens up enough space for him to go.
This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Bird. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The pickup there, 5 yards. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. Let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole rule. And it's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Warren. Now loose football. The ball comes out. And it'll be a turnover. This is going the other way. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Oklahoma, remember, so many years this was a running football program with a wishbone offense. As you think about all the great running backs to come through Norman, but in recent memory, things have changed. And he'll take this into the end zone for a super touchdown. Titus Griffin, 43 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Texas Tech offense set to go for their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start.
And at the end of it, he strips. Ball comes loose. And does the defense have it? They do, says the referee. We're going the other way.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. They'll set up to throw. Being chased out left. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, no.
And that's off the mark, incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
No, wrong player.
Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th
That's
down.
little game.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do?
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Sooner touchdown. Julian Gold, 74 yards. And his guys are going to... Oh, and now they're going to fake it. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Let's see if we can get another.
This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense for the Red Raiders set to take over. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. And they fouled it. It's on the ground.
My God.
And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now. Was it 3 drives?
Yep.
3 fumbles?
3 fumbles.
It's time to change our luck some way, somehow. Focus, concentration, you'll hear those words on the bench in a big way right now.
And an alley to run.
Oh, wow.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
And that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Flush to his right. And this results in 6. Touchdown. It's their quarterback on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
The Texas Tech offense set to go for their next possession. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
All that only nets him a yard. It's 2nd down. Texas Tech, a newcomer to the college football playoff. They have won 11 conference titles in their history. But boy, this would be quite a feat to make a run through these games in Dallas and Santa Clara. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
I would have been heated if he was
on plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Big stop.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
That one a first down pickup of 8. 1st and 10 now for Texas Tech. Operating from the gun. Warren. And a loose football. It's going the other way.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Check 59, Mike, ready.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. On the move to his left. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. They'll look to throw now on first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Dancing to his left. He's got goal. And they'll have it in the red. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Well, you have to think to this point in this semifinal matchup, you've got to be very impressed with the way that he's moved this offense. They really have not missed a beat from the way that Marcus Washington led them during the regular season. If anything, actually, they might be moving the ball a little bit better.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. 30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I'm getting the ball back, I think. No, they are.
Who's up? We up. Who's up?
We up.
Hey, kid. Just checking in with you.
The kid.
How do you feel about the first half?
And kid.
That's how we're playing. Let's
They
go.
picked up a...
We had a great first half. We keep doing what we're doing, we might win this thing.
There's a
lot
lot
of
of
we's in
we's
that
in that
sentence.
conversation.
It's a good thing to recognize your teammates. But you remember, you're leading the charge tonight, all right? So get out there and let's put this thing away. Second half. Let's go.
Hey,
Coach.
It's okay, you bum.
Really good job out there in the first half. I should have trusted you more. That's on me.
I'm over it. All that matters is the win.
All right. Can you handle it if I open up the playbook a little bit in the second half?
Let's do it.
Let's get him.
She said
Thanks,
I'm
Coach.
an asshole. She said I'm a player.
All right.
She keep running back though, only because I pay her.
The winner goes on, the loser goes home as we start the second half in this semifinal matchup from Arlington. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The offense for the Red Raiders set to take over. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. The Red Raiders with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Warren. Over the middle, complete. That's Richards.
You don't want to do that.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's not user identity.
They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Ready.
To throw on 2nd down. Warren. And Jones has it over the middle. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And this is picked up by the defense. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those
there he goes, right side. He'll take this into the end zone for a super touchdown. Isaiah Streets, 59 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. The extra point up and good. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
The Texas Tech offense set to go for their next possession. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they looked like they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
On 3rd down, it's Bird. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
And they had him bottled up, but here's a late flag, and a face mask is going to get a much better starting position. So the face mask gets him a free 15 to start the drive. They'll drop the throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with him.
He's going to float this over the middle deep.
Oh!
And this is,
That boy's a
he
goal.
pulled it in.
That boy's a Randy Moss. No
It's a
cap.
big play there. 45 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
No. Oh.
Buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken
Got the
down.
playmaker circle up. That's my goal.
Like the footwork back there, I thought you did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
Looking to throw.
Oh, good news.
And some room to maneuver. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. It works to extend their lead by 2.
Oh, shit.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man.
Woo.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. First and 10 now for Texas Tech.
All right, sir. Well, you better fumble next time, sir.
They run the counter. Bird. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Looking to throw on second down.
Whoa, he tested the
got his man complete over the middle. That's Pope.
Madden used to
They
fix
have
it.
3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
I wasn't. Okay.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
First target, first catch at a first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception, but not on that one.
And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield.
Catch it.
So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will get this into the end zone.
Don't celebrate.
Touchdown.
Don't celebrate.
Lamont Pope, 46 yards. And his guys are able to get a score back. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that.
What
too little,
just
too
happened?
late, but no zero.
I should have tapped that kick like
You're going
all my
slow
life.
clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Well, I tell you what, that doesn't look like the throw of a guy who's never played college football. And, you think about it, part of the reason you have to remember, he's run the scout team in practice for 4 years, and that scout team has had to go up against their own first stringers on the defensive side. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Sooner touchdown. Grant Newberry, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And this offense continues to pour it on. And my friend, I think it's...
We can throw dimes
and they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
We can throw dimes and quarters, boys. Don't think that I can't, man. No cap. I throw dimes, quarters, nickels, pennies, everything.
Now following the touchdown, the Sooners get ready to kick this off. This will be taken short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The offense for the Red Raiders set to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
You guys like it? Their eyes
on first down, Warren over the middle, complete. It's Pope, and he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards. So tough to cover a big tight end like that.
It changes the chalk, as one of my coaches like to say, meaning the normal things don't apply. All right, used to say, okay, there's a tight end going out. We're either going to put a big linebacker on him or maybe a safety and call it a day. Now, because of the strength of that position and the sheer number of catches that they make as well as their dexterity, sometimes you have to put a cornerback on him because he might be the primary guy going out for a pass. It changes what they do defensively, and it's usually not good for the defense.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Every now and then you just absolutely outguess yourself. 3rd and inches, and they decide not to run the ball. You end up seeing the end result.
The end result was not good. They elect to pass, and it backfires. And his kick is indeed good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The offense for the Sooners set to take over again. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. So much made about the fact that we've got a quarterback who's never seen the field in a college football game. But if you go back to his high school days, he's played in front of crowds. Maybe not quite this size, but it wasn't abnormal for them to have 15,000, 20,000 people in the stands at his high school games. And the numbers from his senior year as a prepster impressed. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. And a huge play that time. 54 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Giving up a lot of points in this game, but look better on that play. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass.
And he is in. Touchdown Sooners. Titus Griffin, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And this offense is running away with this one. Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
I got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Come on now, let's go.
The Texas Tech offense set to go for their next possession. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that, 2nd and manageable?
40 minutes. I'm going to wrap it up here. Well, actually, after this, I'm going to wrap it up because I do not want to do this anymore. I'm sorry, but I love you fucking guys. My niggas, y'all are my niggas, y'all are my bitches, y'all are my everything. But, well, I don't have any subs, so, like,
I'm really proud of you.
Thank you, sir.
That was a gutsy performance out there tonight. You took us to a national championship when nobody, and I mean nobody, expected you to. And for what it's worth, I'm really glad you stayed 4 years ago.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Yeah, baby, we going to the chip. Woo. One more game, baby.
We got this, man.
Oh, yeah. Football's my life, man. But you got to stay grounded in what's important. So I got a little surprise for you.
Isaiah!
Looking good, Emily. Oh, and I'm loving this hat.
Thank you.
Oh.
Absolutely. Is that magenta? Fuchsia? What color is that?
all right, boys, let's wrap it up here.
Okay.
All right, boys. Bye.
Okay. If you had a uniform,
fuck, how the fuck
that's mean to be purple or pink?
Turn off broadcast.
Well, these are both tough.
There.
I think I'm gonna have to go with...
Okay. Okay, I don't know how to stop, so I'm just gonna be, you know, silver. Okay, I don't know what to do. Wait, I'm not on air. Okay, end it all.
Todd Atwood. Emily's dad.
Hi.
Can I talk to you for a second? She's too shy to
Yeah,
ask.
I got it.
Emily wanted to know if you...
Maybe I can go to my old run and just watch it on my phone.
I couldn't have done it without my coaches. All week they... Hurricanes tonight?
Out at the 10. Out at the 10.
Okay. Well, I'm out, boys. It's gonna be game.